All right there, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing this fine Monday morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is you're watching this. So we're going to talk about day 3 of radicals and simplifying those radicals. So again, we have our list of prime numbers. You should be getting pretty familiar with this list by now. We've done them a lot. I haven't really hit a lot of those bigger ones much because we want to make sure we get the hang of this, but you get the idea here. So remember, a prime number is a number that's only divisible by 1 and itself. So technically 1 is not a prime number. 2 is the only even prime number. And there you go. You have the list on Classroom if you need it. So here we go, 54. What goes into 54? So it's even. I know 2 works. 54, I happen to know is 6 times 9. So that's where I'm going to start this list. Now, once you get these to some smaller numbers, it should go pretty quick for you, but be careful of some common mistakes. 6. A lot of people make mistakes on 6 and do 3 and 3. 6 is 2 times 3. Remember, it's multiplication when we are looking at these problems. 9 is 3 times 3. So I've got 2, 3, 3, and 3. Inside the radical, we look for pairs of numbers to go together. Pair of 3s gets out. The 2 and the 3 are left in, so the answer is 3 root 6. Moving on, 175. Bigger number, don't let that scare you. As soon as I see that 5 at the end, I know 5 goes into this number. How many times is the question? This is 5 times what? So of course the calculator is going to come in real handy there. 5 times, I believe it's 17? No, it is not 17. I'll edit this part out of the video. Maybe not. $35? 175 divided by 5. 35. See, you don't have to know all the numbers at the top of your head. Get a good calculator, punch it in. 35. So 5 is definitely a prime number. 35 is 5 times 7. So inside this radical, I've got a 5, a 5, and a 7. Find pairs if they exist. 5 comes out, so 5 root 7. You need pencil and paper to do this. You can't keep track of all these numbers in your head. So here we go. Number 36, or square root of 36, is 6 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3, 2 times 3. So I've got, I don't have much room there. I've got 2, 2, 3, and 3. Pairs of numbers come together. Pair of 2s gets out. Pair of 3s gets out. So 2 times 3 gives me 6. What's left inside the radical here? Nothing. So what do I put inside the radical? Nothing. Okay? Don't overcomplicate this. If there's nothing left here, I had a 7 left, so there's 7 in the radical. Here I had a 2 and a 3 left. I multiplied them, get 6 left in the radical. Here, there's nothing left in the radical, so there's nothing left in the radical. The answer is simply 6. Number 4, square root of 30. What goes into 30? 3 times 10. 3 is prime. 2 times 5. Prime and prime. So I've got 2, 3, and 5. Find pairs of numbers. Is there anything that these two have in common? No. There are no pairs of numbers. They have nothing in common. So nothing is getting out of jail. They're all stuck. They don't have any friends. You do, however, want to multiply them back together. 2 times 3 times 5 is 30. The square root of 30 does not simplify because there are no pairs in here to come together and break out of jail. All three of them are stuck in. Okay? Number 5, square root of 100. 10 times 10. Some of you are yelling at your screens right now because you know what's going to happen, but we'll work through it for everybody else. 2 times 5, 2 times 5. So I have 2, 2, 5, 5. Find your pairs. 2's out, 5's out. What's left? Nada, nothing. 2 and a 5 multiply together to be 10. Nothing left in the radical. The square root of 100 is 10. Here we go. Some of you are noticing a pattern. That's great. Good. 98. What goes into 98? I don't know, but I know it 2. So I'm going to go to the calculator again. I'm going to go 98 divided by 2, and that's 49. So I have 2 times 49. 2 is prime. We've seen that a lot. 49. What goes into 49? If you don't know, go to the calculator, but hopefully you know that's 7 times 7. So that is 2, 7, and 7. The 7's pair up, break out 7 root 2. So, same thing we've been doing, threw a couple of curveballs at you today. If everything gets out of the radical, don't write a radical. There's nothing left. And sometimes nothing has a pair, so nothing gets out of the radical, and you just simply multiply them back together to leave it in the radical. So there you go. More practice for you today. Couple curveballs. Enjoy.